Are Australian bus drivers tax ready? In this video, we delve into the best tax deductions available for Australian bus drivers in 2024. From vehicle expenses to work-related travel costs, we cover all the key deductions that can help bus drivers save money on their taxes. Watch now to learn how you can maximize your tax savings as a bus driver in Australia. You won't believe how much money Aussie bus drivers can save with these top tax deductions in 2024. Start by revealing how much money Aussie bus drivers can potentially save through tax deductions. You can't deduct the cost of your daily commute to and from work, no matter how far you live or what your work schedule is like. However, you can still claim expenses related to using your own car for work purposes. For example, if you have two jobs in one day and need to drive between them, or if you have to travel to a different location for the same employer in the same day. This includes driving to a meeting or conference outside of your usual office. Just make sure to keep track of your mileage and any other related expenses for reimbursement. If your job requires you to travel overnight away from your home, you may be able to claim your travel expenses. This includes things like meals, accommodation, transportation, and other expenses you incur while on the road for work. For example, if you drive a bus tour group from Newcastle to Canberra and have to stay overnight, you could potentially claim these expenses. However, keep in mind that you can't claim expenses that are already covered by your employer or someone else. If you receive reimbursement for your travel, you won't be eligible for a deduction on those expenses. It's important to keep detailed records and receipts to support your claims. In most cases, you can't write off your clothes as a work expense. That means you can't deduct the money you spend on buying, renting, fixing, or cleaning everyday clothes you wear to your job, even if your boss wants you to wear them. These are considered conventional clothes, like black pants and button-up shirts. So, unfortunately, you can't claim these as a work-related expense on your taxes. If you have to buy, rent, fix, or clean clothing for work that's either protective or part of a set uniform, you can get money back for it. Protective gear is stuff that keeps you safe at work, like steel-toed boots or bright vests. A compulsory uniform is clothing that your job says you have to wear, according to a strict and clear rule, and it's unique to your workplace. Unfortunately, you can't deduct the cost of getting or renewing your driver's license on your taxes, even if it's required for your job. This is considered a personal expense. However, if you need to obtain a special license or condition on your license to work as a bus driver, you also can't deduct the initial cost. But you can deduct any additional costs to renew a special license or condition required for your job responsibilities. For instance, if you need a heavy vehicle permit for work, you can claim those expenses on your taxes. If you need to take any assessments or medical exams as part of your job, like getting a background check to work with kids, you can usually get reimbursed for those expenses. But if you have to take the exams or assessments just to get hired for a job, like getting a physical to become a bus driver, you won't be able to get that money back. It's usually only for things that are necessary for you to do your current job. You may be able to deduct certain expenses from your taxes if they are related to your job. For example, if you work outdoors in the sun for extended periods of time, you can include the cost of sunglasses and sunscreen in your deductions. You can also claim expenses for personal protective equipment like gloves, face masks, hand sanitizer, or antibacterial spray if your job requires close contact with customers. Additionally, if your employer provides you with an overtime meal allowance under a labor law or agreement, you can deduct the cost of meals you buy and eat while working overtime. You can claim deductions of these expenses and more. For detailed deductions, please contact us or your tax professional. Make sure to keep records of these expenses so you can accurately claim them on your tax return. Information in this video is for general purposes only. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel for helpful videos about taxes. If you're confused about deductions or have any other tax questions, we've got you covered with simple explanations and useful tips. Explore our channel to learn more about tax laws and regulations and get a better grasp on how to deal with taxes. Don't miss out on the valuable advice and information waiting for you on our channel.